Hi nieces and nephews, this is Charles Auntie Jennie, and today we are here at Animal Kingdom, Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
It's always a must to take pictures before heading into the theme park. Check out some of the photos we took. Disney World's Animal Kingdom is quite unique. They actually themed the park around natural environment. And as you can see, right here it makes you feel as if you're walking through the rainforest. And here in this section, we're in Africa. Another unique reason about Disney World's Animal Kingdom is that they're also known for animal conservation. And this is exactly what this video is all about.
Hi nieces and nephews, so we're in the safari ride here in the Africa section of Animal Kingdom at Disney World, and we had rented the are they called EVCs, and you're actually able to take it on the ride with you, at least line up with it, and then if you have to get on, like get off and then get on the ride, you can do that as well. But just know that you don't have to park it and then get in line. You can actually ride your wheelchair in the line.
The Kilimanjaro Safari Ride is the #1 ride here in this park. So I recommend that you bring some snacks along while you wait in the long line.
By the way, this is my favorite ride here at Animal Kingdom, is the Kilimanjaro's Safari Ride.
Disney Conservation is committed to saving wildlife and building a global community inspired to protect the magic in nature together. We finally made it to the end of the line, and check it out, we practically took over a whole safari jeep.
Here,
so you want to hold on to your cell phone,
Maria,
cameras, or any other loose items that you might have. You don't want to drop them out there.
Mark and
But if
Lavella,
you do, just let me know how it works.
Ted,
Pick it up for you. I'll tell you what I can.
Mason.
But it looks like we're going to head on into the reserve. So
Ready to see the animals?
To the Little Tree Forest. Now, the Little Tree Forest is home to a lot of shy and reclusive animals that might be hiding behind the trees. So keep an eye out. They might be hiding.
Hold on to your chi-chis.
What's great about the safari ride is that Disney uses a lot of various methods, such as camouflage fences, impassable bridges, and barriers and waters. It's to keep all animals segregated, but making it seem like it's all connected somehow.
Which makes you think that they would be related to zebras, but they're actually most closely related.
This video is dedicated to the wonderful Kilimanjaro Safari Ride. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Prehensile tongue like giraffes do, which they use to grasp onto those leaves and twigs from those bushes and trees here in the forest to eat them. And the striped legs do help to camouflage them, so they are usually pretty hard to find out here. It also looks like there's going to be a black rhino coming up here on our left side. Now, black rhino have a triangular upper lip, which lets them grasp onto those leaves and twigs from those bushes here in the forest to eat them. And they are going to weigh around 3,000 pounds when they're fully grown. But they're actually not the largest rhinos on the reserve. That would be the white rhinos, so we'll try and find them later on. But the bird here on our left, that's a saddle-billed stork. They get their name because of the yellow saddle shape up on top of their bills. And that one was a female. That you can tell the males from the females because the males are going to have brown eyes and the females have bright yellow eyes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see if there's any other animals out here in the forest. I'm not seeing much else out here, so we're going to head on over towards the Safi River. The Safi river is home to water-loving animals like Nile crocodiles and Nile.
I know, Jen. I know, that would be strange.
Showing how rocky it is.
And those birds over there, those are pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans are actually the smallest of all pelican species. We'll see if we can find any hippos though. Hippos can and keeps their skin
He's
protected from the sun.
What the?
Why did you hear this? You and my brother are drying off.
Hey, let's go, bro.
Now, a lot of people think that hippos can't swim, but they actually can. They just usually do walk along the bottom of the riverbed. So that's why they can be pretty hard to find sometimes. They'll be all the way at the bottom of the water. But I think I do see one underneath the water. Actually, a couple on the far left. Just under the water. The hippos are considered to be
Oh, right there. They're right there under the water. Look at that.
Please stay seated. Thank you. Yeah, but they are herbivores,
I love
so they're only going to
hippos.
use those powerful jaws if they
I
feel
love
like
big
they need
animals.
to protect themselves. And it looks like there's some more over by the waterfalls on the left also. And a group of hippos like that would be called a bloat of hippos. And we're also getting close to some of those Nile crocodiles. And Nile crocodiles will eat just about anything they get near the shore. But they do mostly eat fish. And they can go for months at a time without having a full meal.
How come they get that?
They'll do that to stay cool the same way that dogs can. Animals like zebras, giraffes, and elephants. So we'll keep an eye out for all those different kinds of animals once we get out here to the savannah.
I know, seriously?
I think I see some giraffe way over on the other side that I'll be a bit closer to in a few minutes. But the cattle that we're getting close to with those large horns, those are Collie cattle. And then Collie cattle horns can grow up to 6 feet long from tip to tip. They are mostly hollow underneath or inside. They have a sort of honeycomb-like structure inside of them, which helps to keep them cool. They're also called Watusi cattle after the tribe that first domesticated them. And they actually do consider those spotted ones to be lucky. And there's some zebras around here. We'll get a bit closer to them. Those are Hartman's mountain zebras. Hartman's mountain zebra have those black noses. But over here on our left, those are some African wild dogs laying down in the den and over in the grass a little closer to us. The African wild dogs look like they'd be related to our own pet dog, but they're actually a different animal. They only have 4 toes.
Oh, there they are.
They look like hyenas.
And they are one of the most successful hunters in Africa. They have about an 85% success rate, so they are really good at hunting. For
Oh, they're right
reference,
under
she's
the
only
rock,
got about a
Labella.
50% success rate.
See them? They're right under the rock.
Also on our far left, there are those sable antelope laying down back there. They're the ones that are on our logo, so they'll help them. Or they're the ones that use those horns to protect themselves from any predators coming from behind. And we're getting close to some wildebeest around here also, and those zebras.
Look at that.
And wildebeest are the largest migrating herd animals in the world. When they're born, they're already in the those wildebeest are the largest migrating herd animals in the world. And those zebras are Hartman's mountain zebras. They've got those black noses. So that tells us they are black zebras with white stripes. If they had a pink or a white
Look
nose,
at
that would be
this.
the
An
opposite.
ant farm.
And a group of zebras like that can be called a dazzle of zebras.
Giraffes.
Tallest animals in the world. When they're born, they're already 6 feet tall. And they can get up to 20 feet when they're fully grown. And they do have those long prehensile tongues to grasp onto those leaves and twigs up in the trees to eat them. And giraffes do eat a lot. They have multiple stomachs just like cows do.
Look at this
But
one.
they're actually only going to sleep for about 30 minutes every day. Usually they do that in about short 5-minute naps all throughout the day. And then a group of giraffes like that's going to be called a tower of giraffes. Right side. And I do think that's a female elephant because I did see another elephant back behind the trees over there. And usually the females are going to live in herds while the males stay by themselves. But both male and female African elephants do have those tusks.
Whatever it's called.
We'll see if we can find that other elephant around here though.
Next to the
Those red clay pits around here. elephants do hang out around red clay pits because they will actually eat the clay for its minerals, kind of like how we would take a vitamin, the same sort of idea. And there are those tusk marks on the clay, so there might be some elephants. Yeah, there's some right there on the left. And so those are African elephants around here. You can tell the difference between African elephants and Asian elephants by their ears. African elephants have much bigger ears than Asian elephants. And their ears are also kind of roughly shaped like the continent of Africa. And they are much bigger, yes. And elephants will use their trunks to pick up food and drink with. They'll also use them to pick up mud and dirt, which they throw up onto their backs to protect their skin from the sun. Kind of like a sunscreen for them. That's why they've got all that dirt up all over their backs.
Yeah.
And there are some more baobab trees around here. Those trees are going to be leafless for up to 9 months out of the year. That's why they were nicknamed upside down trees. And it is true that elephants are afraid of bees. And so farmers in Africa have learned to add beehives near their crops to keep elephants away so they don't trample those crops. And then they can also use and sell the honey that those bees make. Now we're also getting close to some flamingos around here. These are greater flamingos. Greater flamingo are the largest species of flamingos. And there are some gray ones over there. Those are young flamingos. They're going to be the gray color when they first hatch. And then they get their pink coloring over the first couple years of their life from their diet of brine shrimp. So it is the shrimp that give them that pink color. And these greater flamingo are actually the palest of all the flamingos. The Caribbean are going to be the most vibrant. And a group like that would be called a flamboyance of flamingos. There are some of those rhinos around here. Those are white rhinos over by the palm tree on our left. And white rhino are the largest rhinos. They're the ones that can weigh up to 5,000 pounds when they're fully grown. And we'll get a bit. Yeah, so a group of rhinos like that is going to be called a crash of rhinos. And just like elephants, they do like to use the mud to keep their skin protected from the sun. But up here on our left, there is a cheetah laying down up on that hill. And cheetahs are the fastest land mammals in the world.
There it is.
Over 60 miles an hour. It's also one of the only cats that hunt during the daytime. And so they do have black markings right under their eyes to reflect the sun. Often lions will hang out on big rocks like this. So keep an eye out for any lions that might be around. Look at you.
It's too hot.
And over there on our right, that's a bontebok, that smaller antelope laying down.
Right there.
At one point, there were only 17 of those bontebok left in the world. But conservation efforts have been able to bring their numbers back up to over 2,000 and still growing. And there's some more of those right rhinos again on the right side, but we'll see if there's any lions around here. Lions do sleep for up to 20 hours out of the day.
Dang.
Before they do their hunting at nighttime. So they might be sleeping still. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's any lions out. They might be sleeping. So we're going to head on over towards this warthog burrow. Now, warthogs do make burrows by using their front tusks to dig up the ground and make these burrows, which they'll back themselves into to hide and watch for any predators that might be around. I'm not sure if there's any warthogs out either. They might be hiding inside of the burrows. But if you remember the warthog Pumbaa from The Lion King, the word Pumbaa does mean silly or foolish in Swahili. Alright, this is the Magadi Glen, which is where one of our wardens is keeping some Nigerian dwarf goats. Looks like there's most of them underneath the porch right now, out of the sun. Underneath the porch. And Nigerian dwarf goats
I see them.
And also the underground paths. A lot of animals wouldn't eat.
Hi, day.
So they do help keep the grass nice and trimmed up. And those goats will also produce milk,
No, man.
which can be used to
Bake
make a
them in
bunch
the
of other
sun.
dairy products with, like goat cheese. And we are are heading out of the reserve now and back towards the village. We were able to see a bunch of those animals out there today, like those rhinos, the elephants, giraffe, and zebras. But if you guys do want to see some more animals out here today, when we get back to the dock, go up and around towards the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. The Gorilla Falls Trail is about a 15 to 25 minute walking trail where you can find some animals we don't have on the reserve, like gorillas, different monkeys, meerkats, naked mole rats.
Gorilla's my favorite.
They also have an underwater
Thank you for watching. I hope my video was helpful enough for you to get an inside look on what to expect when riding on the Kilimanjaro safari ride here at Disney World's Animal Kingdom. And if you really enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my Instagram and Facebook page. And as always, thank you for watching. This is Travels by Auntie Jennie. Have a great day.
You can even pet them over there.